then speak the incantation Expecto Patronum.
Remus Lupin has always been a bit underrated. He was more reserved, bookish, and quiet than James or Sirius. Lupin has influenced readers of the Harry Potter series. He taught us about werewolf, discrimination, loyalty, and friendship, and a person becoming better than their circumstances. So in today's video, we'll be discussing why Remus Lupin is the best Marauder. In Remus' early years, he and his parents, Lyle and Hope, were always on the move and never stayed in one place for too long. After Remus was attacked and his monthly transformations became more dangerous, the family did everything to protect their son from detection, which also meant not letting anyone get too close. Dumbledore's influence was clear. It was he who invited Remus to Hogwarts as a student in the first place, despite his lycanthropy. When Remus was invited to Hogwarts, he discovered for the first time in his life what it was like to have friends. However, Remus never forgot what loneliness felt like and showed more sympathy to outsiders than either James or Sirius. While James and Sirius took a certain kind of pleasure in tormenting Severus Snape during their Hogwarts years, Remus avoided joining in with his friends' bullying behavior. Dumbledore even made Remus a prefect, perhaps in the hopes that he might be able to create a bit more control over James and Sirius. While that didn't exactly work out, it's a testament to Remus' strong sense of right and wrong that he never felt proud of what his friends did. Remus was pretty much good at everything. He received excellent grades during his time at Hogwarts, was made a prefect, helped create the incredibly detailed and magical Marauder's map, and could effortlessly cast a Patronus. But beyond being a talented wizard, one of Remus' greatest skills was helping others to realize their strength. He's not as impulsive or as reckless as the other Marauders, but Lupin is as loyal as a friend could ever be. Unlike Sirius, who is so visibly depressed over James' death, Lupin's pain was mostly hidden. In the film Prisoner of Azkaban, Remus told Harry that his mother Lily was uncommonly kind, but the same could be said of him too. Time and time again, Remus displayed how thoughtful, caring, and compassionate he was. During one of his first lessons as Defense Against the Dark Arts professor, Snape couldn't help but make a disparaging and cruel remark about Neville Longbottom. Remus calmly stood up for Neville, leaving Snape speechless. I was hoping that Neville would assist me with the first stage of the operation, and I'm sure he would perform it amazingly. He was considered by the students in Harry's year at Hogwarts to be the best Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher they ever had. By the time Lupin left Hogwarts, Harry was casting advanced protective spells. Would Harry have ever become an Auror without Remus as a teacher? Remus was also the type of teacher who carried chocolate around with him, just in case any of his students need it. After an encounter with the Dementor, another reason why he was simply the best. We never forget the moment in Harry Potter and the Order of Phoenix, when Umbridge insulted Lupin and his students argued back that he was an amazing teacher to them. When the Order of Phoenix was grouped again in the 5th book, the old wounds from the Marauders area at Hogwarts were reopened. Sirius and Snape, who hated each other as young adults, still regarded each other with animosity. Remus, despite knowing that Snape had his differences with James and Sirius, found it in himself to give Snape another chance. He knew that people could change, and believed in giving people second chances, regardless of who they were or what they had done in the past. When Remus left his wife Nevedora Tonks and their newborn son Tiddy to fight at the Battle of Hogwarts in Deathly Hallows, it was because he wanted to create a better future for his family. He wanted to protect his son from a world in which Voldemort was in power. When Harry used the Resurrection Stone, Remus appeared among Harry's loved ones. Remus spoke of his newborn son, telling Harry, "I'm sorry too. Sorry I will never know him, but he will know why I died, and I hope he will understand. I was trying to make a world in which he could live a happier life." As a character, he is written with such inner strength and bravery that the reader would never think of him as disloyal or less than a wonderful friend. That's one of the main things that I think makes Lupin such a phenomenal person.